So here we go then for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It is 5 red lights. And the lights are off and we are underway, and it looks like Pink did get a pretty good start there on pole position. As you can see, Jack KD trying to make a move on Pink around the inside, and I think they have got a wheel there, but going side by side is Skiz and MCL, and I think the Red Bull is just able to edge in front. However, they're still going to go side by side into turn 4, and Skiz just gets a wheel in front. He might have gone off the track, so I'm not too sure if he will have to get that, if he will have to give that position back. The Aston Martin and the Williams just following closely behind, as well as they want to try and make it some gains. Going off the track there is Goat Alonso, and they have been passed by Avi Tyrrell there in the Ferrari, and I think also Gone to the Moon is going to go side by side with them as well as they go into turn 13, and I think even the Alpine might even try and make amends on that as well, but no, they will have to stay behind for now. But Goat Alonso is still trying to make some moves, and I think going off the track there is Neek there in the Alpine, and they have lost a few positions for them as well, getting passed by an AlphaTauri and even the other AlphaTauri of Jace as well. And as we look back up at the front, you can see Fetch there just trying to follow that Aston Martin. Avi has got up into P5, so lovely start from him as he wants to try and make some more gains. MCL as well going around the outside of Skiz, and might even get past Jack Cady as well in the McLaren, and does so. And both Alfa Romeos are leading 1-2 in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. There's a yellow flag there at the back, and I believe, it's Goat Alonso who's tapped the barrier there, as you can see, and they are trying to point the right direction. But what a good start from both Alfa Romeos. And I think there in the foreground, as you can see, there is a McLaren and a Red Bull going side by side here, and the McLaren is able to get in front round the outside. That was a great move from the McLaren. I think there's a little bit of a battle there between Fetch, Owls, and the Aston Martin have gone to the moon. So let's spectate that. You can see Owls is getting closer to Fetch. Fetch might be even looking to make an overtake on the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin goes defensive, and Fetch is going to try one round the outside of turn 1, has the inside for turn 2, and Fetch is able to get past the Aston Martin. Good little move there around the outside, and he is now into P6. There's a little bit of a battle here between Bays, Matt, and Owls, so let's see what is going to happen. And Matt is going to go to the inside of the Red Bull, and he just gets a nose in there, and he's still going to try and hold it around the outside. And they're still going to be side by side as they exit out of turn 2, and they're going to go into turn 4 going side by side. Bays is right there, but Matt just gets in front of the Red Bull, and Matt now into P8. The McLaren there sends one down the inside of Pink, and what a send that was. Little bit of contact through turn 2, but despite that, the McLaren was able to get past momentarily, but they're still going to go side by side into turn 4. A little bit of contact, and Pink is forced off the track a little bit there, and I think Jack just had to give the position back, but then Jack round the inside, and I tell you what, that was a great squabble there. But the McLaren, what a move. And look at Skiz. Skiz is going to try and overtake Pink again. And they're going to go side by side into turn 13. And the Red Bull is still going to try and hold it around the outside. Has a little bit of oversteer as they go on the exit. Oh, and there's a bit of contact there. And that has meant that Skiz has now dropped behind Avi. And a little bit of contact, and yeah, Skiz hasn't really had the best run there, but we can now see Avi in Pink, and Avi with the better straight line speed gets past, and even Skiz might even try and get past Pink as well, going into the tricky chicane, and I think the Red Bull forced Pink off there a little bit and just had to give the position back. I think there's a Ferrari and a Alfa Romeo going side by side there, and that's Pink down the inside of Avi. So Pink now back into P2, but down this straight, obviously Avi is then going to get DRS, and he's going to pull to the outside of the Alfa Romeo, and he's still going to try and keep that. Pink, though, has been able to defend that position, but Jack round the inside of the Ferrari, and Jack has just been able to get in front. A great move once again from the McLaren. I think there is Skiz getting pretty close to Pink. He's going to pull to the inside and round the inside of turn 1, and he has already passed before turn 2. Again, another lovely good send from the Red Bull, and improves into P4 currently. And I think Pink and Jack Cady going side by side as well. So Jack again, getting past another driver. A few cars here entering into the chicane, going side by side is Jace and Avi. Oh, and Jace gets a little bit of oversteer on those old tyres, and that is given Avi the opportunity to try and make an overtake. But Skiz as well in the Red Bull, he's going to try and make an overtake. It's going to be 3 wide into the final corner. It is going to be a question though of who is going to get DRS. The Ferrari though down the inside, the McLaren is going to try and get it in on this as well. Jace has lost a few positions. Skiz and Avi going side by side down the straight, and it is going to be a question of who is going to get the move done. On paper it looks to be Skiz, as they do have DRS, and they are going to send one down the inside of Avi, and is passed before. And Jack as well making an overtake on Avi as well around the outside, and he does get his stick. Again, another good move from the McLaren. Into the final corner here. Fetch is down the inside of Avi, but gets a massive snap of oversteer as they come through the exit. That has given the Aston Martin a way to get through as well. But Avi and Pink are going to go side by side. Avi is going to get past Pink as they go into turn 1. That is Avi now up into P4. Down the straight now, and I think Fetch might be in a good opportunity here to pass both of them, as they are going to make it 3 wide here. And there was a bit of contact, and that is Fetch into the barrier there with a broken wing. No safety car as we are on the final lap. But I'm not too sure what Fetch was doing there. He looked like he wanted to go around the outside, but wasn't able to. But Avi and Pink still trying to go at it side by side as they go into the final corner. And it's going to be Pink down the inside. And is he going to be able to hold it? Oh, and there's more contact. And Avi has been sent into the wall there by Pink. But that is going to be MCL winning the race. Jack Cady coming in P2. Skiz will take P3. Avi will finish in P4 with Pink in P5. Matt will finish then in P6. Gone to the moon P7. Fetch, unlucky with that contact at the end, finishing in P8. Oberlath in P9, but Bays overtakes P9 on penalties. Jace then will take P11 with Neek rounding off the finishing order down in P12.